Hi everyone, don't get it wrong, this is not a scarf, this is the symbol that identifies me as a priest on the face of skepticism. And also we have another symbol there, the whiteboard, and here the marker. So we are on a temple of skepticism, and a priest in a temple what usually does is to preach a sermon. This sermon will be addressed to all our new brothers and sisters that recently embraced our faith and are giving their first steps on it. You must know that as any other important faith, we have a book that leads all our steps. This book is the scientific method, this book is logic, this book is common sense. And we must follow strictly all the commandments of our book every day of our life. If not, we are not true believers on skepticism. Let's use a common situation we usually find here on YouTube to see what the book teaches us to do. Example, we have an A guy here, an atheist, and a B guy there, a believer. He believes in God. Usually we find that the atheist asks the believer for proof of the existence of God. But after asking that, he comfortably sits and waits, knowing that he will discard any kind of evidence that it could be present. That is not what our book teaches. First of all, knowledge does not reign. Knowledge must be seeked. So, you must have a positive attitude on seeking knowledge. Second step is that you must describe your problem with accuracy. What is your problem? Your problem is that you are expecting someone to give you evidence of something. No, that is not the problem. The problem is a situation in which you and other person need to communicate and then transfer information. You are part of the problem. So, as communication is a matter that is important to the problem, the third step that you must take account is that you must have a common language. Take an example of any other discipline. You know that words don't have the same meanings in medicine, in biology, in sports. The same word can have many meanings depending on who uses them. Take the example of the word root. If you ask a mathematician for root, he will answer with some formulas. If you ask a botanic for root, he will show you the base of a plant. If you ask a musician for root, he will play some notes. If you ask an Australian for root, better don't ask an Australian for root. So, clearly, you must have the same meaning for the words you are using. The first step, and very important, is that you must have a common ground. That is because logic does not build on air. Logic builds on the pieces that were built before. And there's no logic that can be constructed on the base of an agreement. You must agree with some basic points to start building upon them. If you don't have nothing in common with the other person, there's not point on start any kind of discussion, because it will not arrive to any place. From now on, if you are going to involve yourself in an argument, first check that you have accomplished each one of these 4 steps. If you didn't do that, don't pretend to be presented as a rationalist, because you are betraying our book. And that makes that you will be immediately punished being presented as a fool to your audience. As you know, I was asked many times to present evidence of the existence of God. And then, of course, I will apply these 4 steps to my answer. I think that every rationalist will agree, because that is what our book says. In order to establish the common language, we must describe God. Let's take the simple description possible. Let's say that God is what God is for me, being me, each of us. Second, we must establish our common ground. And for that is that I was making some questions on previous videos to see what are the bases that we agree with. I think that counting your answers, we all agree that what cause effects exist. We all agree that the idea of God exists. And pay attention to this one. I think that we can agree that when different things cause exactly the same practical effects, they are the same thing with different names. If we all agree with this, then we can keep on building our conversation. Let me know if we have a common ground. Take care, fun, till next, bye.